Hello, everyone. Welcome to Awakening to Spirit. I am your host, Sinlou and Ingraffia from TruePsychicsNetwork.com. Hi, Chris. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me on, Sinlou.
How did you get into this line of work?
It's an interesting story. I've been doing this professionally now. It's going on about 6.5 years. Before I was doing this, I was in the printing trade, and that was what I was doing for a living. I did that for about 30 years. It was my profession. I really enjoyed it. It was a real fun thing to do. It was like a craft. About 8 years ago, my first wife fortunately passed away. She had a rare disease called scleroderma. Long story short, when she passed away, it enabled me to retire. So at 45 years old, I chose to stop working. And the old saying goes, one door closes, another door opens. And sure enough, a door opened, literally, and I walked in and met somebody who does this type of work, this energy work. Took a very big interest in it and started researching it, found that I was very intuitive, to my surprise, and just, picked up the ball and ran with it, started taking different courses in quantum touch and dowsing and radionics and working with sacred geometry. And, a little over a year after starting that, I started having people coming to my house, hearing that I could do healing work, and started doing it. It started working, and it got busy, so I just thought, this would be a good opportunity to open an office and start doing it for a living. So here I am today in a healthcare clinic in good old cold Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and this is what I do now, 5 days a week, 10 hours a day.
Awesome. That's awesome. And explain a little bit how your particular form of healing works.
The way it works is it's kind of a two-part method. It's a method that I developed after taking different courses, and I put all the good things together of different courses. The way it starts is by using a pendulum and chart method. So if somebody comes into my office, or we can also do this on Skype or on the telephone, I have clients all over the world. So what I start with is the pendulum, and I ask questions of the pendulum and my spirit guide. So it's going to tell me, you're going to give me the symptoms of what you're going through. It could be, high acids in your stomach or plantar fasciitis, diabetes, spiritual attachments, whatever it is. The pendulum is going to tell me what area of the body to work on and what the stressor is. So whether the stressor is a bacterial infection, a parasite, mineral deficiency, or something spiritual like an attachment or a past life issue, anything like that. It's going to tell me, pardon me?
How do spiritual attachments?
Well, basically what happens with a spiritual attachment is that it's going to attach to your body, either in your chakra system or your aura or your physical body, and your body is smart. It knows something is wrong. It knows that something is there. So what it's going to do is give you symptoms of something being there, whether it's, a pain, a discomfort, something like that, and it's going to be a contributor to a health problem. So just by removing the spiritual attachment, whatever it may be, it could be something demonic, it could be, somebody in your family who has passed away, it could be various different things. By removing that, it's more common than people think. Probably 98% of all people on the planet have got some kind of spiritual attachment. Okay, it could be from a past life. It could be, like I said, somebody who's close to you has passed away. It could be something negative that wants to bring you down. It could be various different types. So by removing that, sending it to where it needs to go, either to cross to the light or into ether or just, vanish it, then it opens the door to find the physical part of the problem, which could be bacterial infection, parasite, whatever it may be. So generally a health problem is going to be a multi-component of an energy, spiritual problem, and a physical problem. So once we find that, then I use sacred geometry, such as pyramids, different rings that I have. They're all different forms of sacred geometry. And what I do is, let's say somebody is in another city, another country, I just hold a pyramid to the phone or to the camera on Skype, and I make the intent for this energy, the bacterial infection or the spirit, to leave the body, and through quantum physics and quantum entanglement, this happens at a very deep level within your body, and it leaves instantly. So quite often, some people do get instantaneous healings that happen, whereas pain can all of a sudden leave the body, whereas all of a sudden, somebody may have depression, all of a sudden you feel a lot better, you feel lighter, all different kinds of good things happen. So that's the basis of it all, and it's all a matter of when you use the pendulum. If you ask the right question, you get the right answer. It's also a matter of being so incredibly open-minded that anything at all can be a contributor to your health problem and be able to find it. Because when you're working in this area, you have to identify something to what it really is. If you need to remove A, B, C, and you say remove X, Y, Z, it's not going to happen. That's universal law.
Okay. And is there a difference between an alien? Is there a such thing as an alien affecting one's health?
There certainly is. There are reptilian aliens. There are gray aliens called Zeta Reticuli, and there are many others that are not even identified yet from other dimensions and other solar systems, other universes that really like our planet because we're dense. Any other planets out there aren't really dense at all, so they like our density, they like our energy, and that's why they're here. And for a very big part, Zeta Reticuli aliens have been doing experiments on us. They've been watching us and doing different things, and that's causing health problems. They are now basically gone. In the last couple, 3 months, there's been a lot of energy changes happening in the earth to enable these beings to no longer be around us. And this is all to do with the fifth dimension consciousness that is now coming in.
Wow. So there is such thing. I've heard about it, but I wasn't.
Oh, yes, there certainly is.
Okay. All right. So that makes a lot of sense why so many people seem to be depressed,
There is a lot to do with that, yes.
Yeah. Wow. That is unbelievable. So working with all these, the pyramid energies, and it just, and how long did it take you to you were working on this for a long time, figuring this all out?
Well, like I said, I started about 6.5 years ago or so.
Okay.
And as I progressed, I just keep on finding new things to work on. My guides and pendulum will give me direction. I do have a mentor that I work with in Alberta, Canada, who makes my tools. Very, very good with energy. What his job is to clear the earth grid of any and all negative energy so it can go through the ascension process into the fifth dimension. So by doing that, he discovers a lot of these different energies and beings and aliens, tells me about them, and I just put them in my charts. If the chart says to remove it from a person, I do. Somebody gets a healing, it's a reality.
Can you do a live demonstration?
Certainly can. What I'm going to do, what I generally do on all of my interviews, is to run some pyramid energy with an intent. So anybody who's listening, there's a really good chance that you're going to feel a tingle within your body. You might feel a heat or a pulsing. And what I'm going to do is run some specific energy to do a mass healing. So if you have a pain or an ache or some kind of health problem of a small nature, there's a possibility that you might get a healing from this. I'm going to grab my pyramid. Hold on one second.
Okay. Well, this is going to be exciting. Everybody, get to the phone.
Oh yeah, get to the phone and ultimately, if you're sitting on the computer or if you're on your phone, if you could be touching the phone or the computer, it's going to be more beneficial. So let's grab the big pyramid. Now, this pyramid you can see on my website, and we'll give that information out later. It's a 5-tier pyramid called the Silver Light Pyramid. So let's do this right now. So I want you to tell me, Sinlou, if you do feel a tingle or anything happening in your body. Let's use the flame of the sweat to do a mass healing of any and all listeners on the show. So we're going to run this energy through. Tell me when you tingle.
I'm breathing harder.
Okay. Still going. Okay, so that energy has run through. So if there's anybody who's listening and you want to call in and mention what type of feeling you had, that would be cool.
Well, we do have 610 as our first caller. Hi.
Hi, Sinlou.
How are you?
Good. Getting ready for the new year.
Tell them your name.
Yeah, my name is Sonia, and I was calling in for a reading, if possible.
Okay, let's do a quick one here. I've got a letter chart. It's kind of like a Ouija board almost. I'm going to ask my main guide They're telling me something about Sonia. What's your last name, Sonia?
It starts with letter R.
Okay, Sonia R. What city are you in?
In Pennsylvania.
Okay, Pennsylvania. What can you tell me about Sonia in Pennsylvania? It's going to take probably half a minute or so.
Okay.
All right, so it's giving me something. It says Sonia is okay. Sonia is ready to give me a second here. Sonia is ready to okay. 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 Sonia is ready to brighten up her day with light from heaven. Okay, the light from heaven is the highest harmonic gold light. So what I'm going to do for you is give you highest harmonic gold light that is going to connect you to heaven, all right?
Okay.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay, let's give Sonia the highest harmonic gold light. So I've got my pyramid over the phone, and we're giving Sonia the highest harmonic gold light. Okay, let's give it to the astral to connect to heaven. Okay, you might have felt a tingling. You may have felt a pulsing or heat.
Okay.
Did you feel a little something?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little something there. That's just the energy getting right through and going into you.
That's awesome. Well, I pulled out what I, reading, and it makes sense that that's a message from heaven, because they're telling me for you to make the plans that you were and trust divine for this, and to let go of things of the past, forgive and forget, and this will keep you more creative and opportunities coming to you, and keep your commitments. And that was the message. Wow. I'm getting all these things, the feeling. The energies, the healings you're giving me.
Generally, when I do this,
the
host gets a little tongue-tied. So if you get a little tongue-tied, that's okay.
Yes, my fingers are all tingly. So, hey, I'll take it. Definitely.
Nice.
Who knows? 850, you're next.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi. This is Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
And I wanted to tell you that my hands, I touched the phone because I had called in and the computer, and my fingertips immediately got all tingly. And I was also wondering if there was any kind of messages for me for 2014 in any kind of short reading.
Debbie, from what city?
Panama City, Florida.
Panama City, Florida. Is it warm out there?
It is freezing today. We had rain come through, and there's a huge front, and I live on a bay, and we have huge waves today. It's very cold. It's going to be down in the 20s tonight.
Yeah, we got minus 40, so don't feel so bad.
Oh, God, I've been there and done that before. That's why I live in Florida.
Okay, what messages have we got for Debbie for 2014? Okay, so this is that she will... Bear with me now. This is a little slow process. She will... She will rise to she will rise to watch the new dimension coming in. So what that means is that you're going to be part of the ascension process. The fifth dimension is in. It's not in fully. We're at about 5.3. We need to get to 5.7 in order for it to be all the way in. And that's got a lot to do with the sun and some different alignments going on in the solar system right now. So you're going to be all part of it. You're going to experience it, and it's going to be a really good thing.
Great.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
It is a good thing.
Awesome.
Any cards for me?
So she's going to be the process of the whole renewal.
Exactly.
Which is awesome. Yes. So basically, okay, from what the message that I'm getting, and it makes kind of sense what he's saying, because you're going through this process, and you have already faced all your situations from the past, and it's showing me that you do admit to your own vulnerabilities. It is showing that there has been some issues surrounding the house. I don't know.
House that I live in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's up for sale. I'm getting a divorce after 25 years of marriage.
Yeah, because that's what they're
Big
showing.
changes in my life.
Yes, yes. I'm showing the house. The way it looks to me is everything is, the water has been gushing out and fire going through the house, and that is showing me that. And it does show me accept what is. You know, you have to accept what is, because these are the changes that you're going to be going through, but it's actually for the better. It will be.
Right.
It is definitely for the better. You have faced your situation correctly, and that's what they're telling me. And accept what is, and they're really telling me, and this is something, be patient. They're telling me to be patient, because there's some things that you're really, really stressing about, and it's all going to be okay.
Thank you very
Okay?
much, and many blessings to both of you for the new year.
And many blessings to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
You too, lovey. Oh, that's wonderful. So if you would like to take a break, we'll go ahead and put a commercial on. And everyone stay with us. We'll be back in a few minutes.
At Chris Kehler Holistic, we demonstrate real healing and real caring to your health issues and needs. Our solution for you is an alternative to the alternative. Our out-of-the-box treatment methods are aimed to your specific well-being and are quite different than most. Venturing down the realm of quantum energy healing, Chris uses unique modalities of healing, such as spiritual intervention with pendulum dowsing, sacred geometry tools such as the neutralization, divinity, and sun ring. Another tool Chris uses is a 5-tiered pyramid affectionately known as the Silver Light Pyramid to activate quantum activity within the body. Also, Chris Kehler Holistic uses radionic technologies in various platforms with specific liquid mineral ionics to balance out excesses and deficiencies within the body. At Chris Kehler Holistic, our goal is to get tangible and measurable results in the least amount of time possible so you can carry on with what's important in your life. Another advantage to this unique energy healing is that it can be done at a distance healing session, so location is not a barrier and can be done conveniently at your home, office, just about anywhere through Skype or telephone conferencing. Eliminate costly protocols, expensive monthly supplements, high-priced allopathic operations, invasive surgeries, and dubious medication applications that keep you trapped in a financial and health rat race. Get a specific, customized, out-of-the-box solution tailored for your health recovery. At Chris Kehler Holistic, we are warm welcoming and want to put you at ease with your visit to us. Please visit www.chriskehler.net for further information as we welcome your questions and inquiries to starting this unique journey. At Chris Kehler Holistic, we want to show you that we are the alternative to the alternative and the out-of-the-box solution to customize an answer for you to spend less and gain more in your high vibrancy journey. Visit www.chriskehler.net. Real healing and real caring to your health needs.
Oh, wonderful. Well, welcome back, everyone, to Awakening to Spirit. I'm your host, Sinlou, and we have our wonderful guest, Chris Kehler, on the line. It was a wonderful little short break there to get a drink of water. I know I needed one. I'd like to ask you, can you share, oh, there goes my dogs. They want to ask you too. Can you share some stories with us working with others?
Oh, absolutely. Because I do this for a living, I've got probably, 10 appointments a day, all different ways of doing it over the phone, Skype, people in my office. Generally, when somebody comes to me, they've got some type of health problem that the medical system just cannot find, whether it's rashes, whether it's high blood pressure, diabetes, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. Every health problem has a root cause. So with my system, I'm able to find the actual root cause of what's happening. So, the word diabetes is just a word that describes your blood sugars are very erratic. They're up and they're down, and you need some kind of pharmaceutical to keep them stable. So what I'm able to do is find the problem. So, with diabetes, it could be as simple as just a virus or a bacterial infection within the pancreas, and your body isn't creating the right amount of insulin to process all the sugars within your body. So by using the pendulum, we look in to see what it is. If it's a virus, we just tell the virus to go away. And sure enough, within a day or two, for the most part, people's blood sugars are going to start to normalize. There's a few different things that I work quite a bit on, and these are issues with pain in the body. There's a lot of things that are out there that people don't really realize are a contributor to a health problem. One of them is Lyme disease. Lyme disease is more common than people think. I've probably done more research on Lyme disease than anybody else has, just because it is so prominent. I find it so much. Lyme disease is communicable. You can get it from a mosquito bite. You can get it from somebody you know with Lyme disease. And it gets into the joints. Yeah, it gets into the muscles, and it can cause a lot of different types of pain. And the pain can move around because the Lyme parasite is going to move around. Wow. So that's a very big one that I work with. And what I do is a two-part method with Lyme disease is I use energy, of course, and then I use things like liquid silver because it's antibacterial. Different parasite cleanses work very well. Diatomaceous earth works very well. So I find out what the person needs by using my pendulum. It's going to tell me what type of treatment, and then we go with that. Another thing that causes a lot of pain within somebody's body is something called nightshades. A lot of people know about it. A lot of people don't know about it. Nightshades is a toxin. It's a plant toxin that's found within the leaves of certain plants like potatoes, tomatoes, eggplants, and peppers. This toxin, what it does is it prevents insects from eating the vegetable. So what these toxins do when they get into your body is they cause inflammation. So if a doctor says you've got inflammation, that's a very good possibility that you've got these nightshade plant toxins within your body. Now, what else I've found is that these types of plant toxins are in food coloring. They're in food preservatives and additives for some strange reason. I don't know why, but when you remove it, it does make a big difference within the pain in your body. So if you're suffering from general inflammation, and your doctor says, well, you have inflammation, here's some anti-inflammatories. If you really want to deal with the problem, you work through me, and there's a 99% chance that we're going to hit the problem right on the head, and within a day or two, you're going to have huge differences in the way you feel. Now, of course, when you do this work, it's not a miracle cure for things. I mean, miracles do happen when I do this work. Yeah, you have to work with it. If it's very chronic, you might have to do 5, 10, 15 sessions. Some people get a healing after 2 sessions. So that's the basis. I look at every problem in the same aspect that there's a root stressor that's causing the problem, and we need to find that. I don't work on diabetes or high blood pressure. I work on what's causing it. Okay. That's the basis of my work. Yes, it's very down to the point, root causes of what your health problem really is.
See, that's what people need. If someone wants to work with you, how does one go about that? Where can they
Very
find
easy. Yeah, very easy. My website is chriskehler.net. So it's CHRISKEHLER.net. Just Google my name, and you'll see a couple pages of my different things that I do. And you look on my website, my contact information is on there. You can email me. You can call me at the office. I'm in the Cascai Holistic Healthcare Center in Winnipeg, Manitoba. You can call me, and generally within that day, I will get back to you. Very easy to get a hold of. Nobody has to sit and wait for me to decide to call you back. Your problem is very important to me, and I'm here to help you. So basically, that's all you do. We set up an appointment. I get some general information from you. My fees are $55 per session, and that's it. You're not going to.
reasonable.
Oh, very. You know what?
Yeah.
It despises me that people are charging $400, $500, even thousands of dollars to do treatments like this. And what they're doing is just taking advantage of you. I am 100% with the light. I'm doing God's work, and nobody should ever be poor because they want to get their health problem taken care of. So my prices are very fair. I try to do as much work as possible within an hour session, and I try to do as little sessions as possible to get rid of your health problem.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Well, that is good to know. We do have another caller we can squeeze in, if you like.
Sure.
770, you're on the air.
Hello. How are you?
Hi.
Hello?
I'm good.
How are you today?
Good. Who are we talking to?
This is Bethany.
Hi, Daphne. So.
Yes, it's like a general reading.
A general reading? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's Bethany, and what city are you in?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Bethany in Atlanta. What can you tell me about Bethany in Atlanta, please? Just give me a minute here to get started. Okay, here we go.
He's using the pentagram, yeah.
Yeah, I'm using the pendulum. She is... okay. Okay, it says she is suffering from, okay, it says that you are suffering from nightshades. You must have some general pain in your body somewhere.
Nightshades?
Nightshades. What that causes inflammation.
Inflammation in the body makes you hurt in different areas, your back, your neck, your arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you've got some general pain, it's going to be nightshade. So any type of food you buy off the shelf is going to have a food coloring. We all know that. I think it's yellow dye number 5 is a carcinogen. So there's lots of different food colorings out there that have got this nightshade component, which is a plant toxin within it that can cause inflammation.
Well, I have fibroids.
That's it.
Yeah, that could be a part of it. That could be a part of it.
It causes a lot of inflammation, which
yes,
the
way my pendulum works is that it's going to find the first problem, then we have to go to other multiple problems down the road. So this is not the one and only to-do-all problem. This is the biggest one, and then we look for more. That's why we spend an hour, because we do about 10 or 11 clearings as we go through it, just to get everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Well, also, okay. Well, it looks to me as you need to take things all in moderation too. You know, all things in moderation for you, for making changes that you've decided to do. I'm picking up, they're showing me that you have been strengthening some of your gifts, which is wonderful. And they're showing me also that you need to take the lead more in your own life. And I don't know what that means, but they are telling that. And they're also showing that you need to really choose your friends wisely. take a look around more,
Mhm.
your judgment, if that makes any sense to you. Be very decisive with your decisions. You seem to be going back and forth with an issue, and they're showing that you need to be more decisive. And you have to make those necessary sacrifices to move on. And also to count your blessings a lot more.
Mm.
And do what you love, truly. And hopefully the message that came through helps you in that way. I just see a lot of changes and a lot of decisions that you have to make, and they're just pointing out what you need to do with that.
Well, I just got my job back,
Mhm.
but I was asking for back pay, but it seems like I'm not going to get that.
Not at this time.
Can I get unemployment? And I applied for unemployment, they denied me.
Yeah. But things are going to work out for you in the long run. But they're saying to take the lead, that you need to take the lead and make those necessary sacrifices. In a situation, you're undecided on, that you need to make a quick decision. Okay? But it will resolve itself. And maybe Chris has a little information on that.
Well, let's see. What can you tell me about this situation? So I'm talking to the future right now. Future says okay, stay in touch with your big sometimes this kind of sounds like a fortune cookie. Well, let's see what it says. Stay in touch with your big control. Okay, I'm saying another job will come up. Another job will surface. God is working. God is working with you. So, things seem bad right now. Don't worry about it.
Oh, right.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it sounds kind of fortune cookie-ish and kind of like, well, that doesn't tell me anything. But just be in comfort knowing that things are going to be okay.
Right.
Yep. He's got it all worked out. So it'll work out. But thank you so much for calling in, Lovey.
Oh, thank you.
And many blessings to you.
Same for the both of you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Well, it was wonderful. And for everyone to, in case someone didn't hear, tell us, Chris, where we can find you for your services.
Again, my website is chriskehler.net. It's spelled ChrisKehler.net. Don't do chriskehler.com because there is another chriskehler.com out there. He managed to get .com before I did, so it's .net, chriskehler.net. I am on YouTube, so if anybody wants to see and get a description of the type of work I do, I've got about 70 videos on YouTube that describe my philosophies on different things like autism, pain, diabetes, all these different things. I've got a lot of description of my philosophies on it and how I work with it. I work a lot with fertility also. So if you're somebody who's trying time after time after time to get pregnant and have a baby, I can definitely help with that. And I myself and my wife am a proof positive that it works, because my wife had 2 miscarriages. I did some work on her. Now we've got a 2-year-old boy, and it only took 1 try for her to get pregnant again, and in 3 weeks we're having a little girl. So
oh, wow.
proof positive it does work. So
well, I definitely have a candidate, my daughter-in-law.
You want grandkids, don't you?
I will be telling her as soon as we get off the show.
Just keep in mind that any kind of problem whatsoever has a root cause and has a way around it. So no matter what it is, I've regrown cartilage in people's knees. I've regrown nerves in people's spinal columns. Anything is available to do as long as you're willing to go through the process and have faith in it, and we can do anything. Failing kidneys, brain tumors, inoperable brain tumors, don't worry about it. It can be done.
Wow. Well, this is awesome. And it's been such an honor to have you on the show, and I'd hope to have you again soon.
Thank you very much, Sinlou.